If you're one of the 5 or so people who regularly tune into my content, you'll remember that a little while back I sculpted an orc. Then I summoned him into the physical realm with the help of a 3D printing machine, and so now the next logical step is to grant him life with a lick of paint. So that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing I do with every model is I pick out the colours I think I'll be using. And so we're going to start off with the eyes using mummy robes, and then we're going to use a wash of soft tone afterwards to make them less bright and make him look like he's high on engine oil or whatever orcs get high on. Another good thing about using a wash is that it can hide any rough edges in places like eyes and little crevices where the wash is going to accumulate. Now we're going to move on to his mouth, getting all of the hard to reach areas out of the way with. We don't want to be doing this later and getting paint all over the places we've already painted. A wash of soft tone is always perfect for teeth and bone, at least that's what I've found anyway. You may have noticed this from my previous painting videos, but I always use it. It's my go-to method and I think it looks great every time. And best of all, it's very easy and very simple. Now we're going to move on to the bit I'm a little bit nervous about, the skin. We're going to try sort of layering and stuff, but luckily I'm wearing my lucky socks today, so it should go alright. So the base coat's looking a bit too saturated for my liking, and he's not dark enough either, so we're going to darken him up with a wash of strong tone. So now we're going to try and work up some layers by mixing some paint together. I mean, this is my first time really trying to get smooth gradients, but it didn't work out very well. I didn't like the saturation either. I know I'm always talking about saturation, but it's very important to me, okay? But I thought I'd carry on anyway, see how it goes, and if it all goes wrong, we'll reconsider our options. So I was thinking maybe I had my lucky socks on the wrong feet or something, because this looks shit. So I swapped my socks around and decided just to go for it, just mix up a more lime green sort of colour and try my best to save it. So now I'm more pleased with it. We're going to get a little bit risky and touch the eyes up a little bit more, trying to keep it as neat as we can. whenever a paint job's going well, I usually end up getting a little bit nervous, which leads to, you know, an hour or so of procrastination, sometimes days actually. But I did manage to snap myself out of it and get on with painting the final parts, his bone piercings, his earring, and I gave him a gold tooth as well. So this project's been so much fun from start to end, from sculpting him, to printing him, and now painting him with a method that I've never really done before. I can't even begin to explain the feeling that I get from knowing that I've created this from scratch, you know? I'm really pleased with it. I mean, the back didn't turn out too great. I tried to use green stuff for the first time, patch him up to hide where the supports came off at the back, and then I sanded it down with my drill dough. If you don't know what a drill dough is, see my last video. But yeah, not a complete disaster. It doesn't look terrible. I mean, it's the back of it, so what are you gonna do? But anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time.